Hello there.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Máyégún dá wa sí. Àṣírí ọ̀tẹ̀lú kì í kó níbẹ̀ o. Bó bá ṣe àní Máyégún máa wí. Ó sì tún ṣe wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Máyégún dáyàrí pòlítíkò.
Thank you so much for joining me again. Good morning to you. Sorry about that. Good afternoon to you. And good evening to you from wherever you are joining us. It is Máyégún Live. Thank you. Ǹjẹ́ ẹ ti gbọ́? Have you heard? Your criminal politicians are leaving town. Those of you that works at the airports, please do us a favor. Take some pictures and videos while these guys are running away. They are running away now that they still can. Why they are grandstanding and threatening Nigerians that, you know, if you come out to complain about this economic hardship, you are actually asking to overthrow Tinubu. It is called gaslighting. Very soon they will begin the beg. If anyone is not interested in their protest, fine. Let's talk to those who are interested. Call the royal fathers today, Honey of Ife, the Sultan, descendant of terrorist jihadist Fodio, to come and talk to you. Today. Good morning to you once again. Good afternoon to you. And good evening to you. From the Temple of Truth, TOT, your General Overseer, Máyégún General, welcomes you to tonight's session. It should be interesting. Nigeria right now is no longer about governance. To Tinubu and his gang, it is about survival. Today, we have received more threats rather than solutions. On the one hand, they are talking about dialogue. On the other hand, they are blackmailing everyone by making you understand that your request, what you call your demands for your protests, they are impossible to achieve. But before we kind of delve into all of that, let me tell you or remind you, because I'll be doing this every day now. Let me remind you what your protest can do that can actually affect everyone positively. You know that they removed subsidy. They told you they've removed it, Abi. That means they're not paying anybody anymore. But it's a lie, okay? Rather than it, despite the fact that you are paying more for petroleum and all of that now, they are also secretly paying more on subsidy. Do you see where the fraud is? Subsidy is being paid to the people that bring fuel to Nigeria. But guess who is the main importer of petroleum, diesel, and all of these products to Nigeria? But we never declared that they are. NNPC. So if you ask them, who are those people they are paying the subsidy money to? you will realize that these are people who are just bureaucrats and all of that stuff. They are those sharing the subsidy money. So every year, they grows bigger and bigger and bigger. And whatever they demand, or else they will hold the entire country to ransom. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter where you are. And that is what destroyed your economy. Because when they told you that they removed it and everything else, inflation to hyperinflation hits you so hard, you were expecting them to have money saved from it and used in providing amenities or subsidies for other things. They removed the subsidy on electricity. You are paying more now for darkness. They removed the subsidy on education. A lot of you are now paying more to get certificates as one of the jobless in Nigeria. You are paying more. They removed subsidy on petroleum, right? You are paying more. And that has affected everything else. Transportation, housing, feeding, and all of that. But where they robbed you is this. You think, you believe them when they said it's a small sacrifice you have to make. And that was the argument. Nigeria cannot continue to pay 420 billion naira every month for subsidy. And you cannot continue to buy a liter of petroleum for 164 naira, 167 naira anymore. Or else Nigeria was going to collapse. So they lied to you. Okay? They lied. Whether you are supporting them, I'm even talking to you, even you. Yeah, you. I know you don't like me. I don't like you too. But let's leave that for now. Okay? Let's try and see if we can reason together. Under Bokuwari, Nigeria was paying over 5 trillion for subsidy. Guess how much Tinubu is paying for subsidy every month now? 920 billion naira. Who is he paying the money to? Why are you paying more for petroleum products? Why are you being threatened that the price of petrol will increase? He did so much that he borrowed over $3 billion in order to give cheap dollar exchange rates to these same importers, their friends themselves. So rather than for Nigeria to save money from the sacrifices they told you have to make, they have been smiling to the banks. So your protest can end that. Genuinely, your protest can bring down the price of petroleum in Nigeria by exposing the real thieves there, by getting people arrested for what they have stolen, the diverted crude oil, the diverted money, all of that never get back into Nigeria account. Imagine you selling crude oil, but the money doesn't get to your account in Nigeria. That your government have to resort to borrowing money or printing money. All of this that devalues your currencies, raise your inflation, make life hell for you. But they are telling you they are doing something when all they are doing will make your life even worse if you live long enough. So if they're asking you to stop them from protesting, this is not about removing Tinubu. Leave that for now. We are talking about life and death now, where people can no longer afford money to buy their medication. People are skipping their medicines for serious, medical conditions that are life-threatening. Diabetes, cancer, because people cannot afford them anymore. People are dying, kicking. Singular decision can reduce it. At least if they want to waste your money this time around, let it be effective. Why should he be lying to you that Tinubu make a strong decision, he removes subsidy to save Nigeria, but yet Nigeria is paying more than ×2 of what Nigeria was paying as subsidy under Buhari a year ago? Nigeria is paying more than ×2 now. The money is being shared among them. You are paying through your noses. Everything is cost, everything is fine. Your protest can reduce that. One singular, that's a policy. That one is a policy pronouncement. Okay? And before you know it, heads will be rolling. People will be arrested. All the money they stole will be exposed. Number one, you will stop it or reduce that stealing from that part. You controlled it. Now you can now divert the money to say, okay, we want to pay the subsidy now, proper. Hey guys, we'll bring the petroleum price down to 200 naira per liter. Okay. But this is what it's going to cost us. Your protest can do that. If anybody tells you, protest, what you have never had in Nigeria is organized, scheduled protest. This is protest. This is not strike. And protest can lead to revolution. Your demands are simple. That is, they won't give you anything. They are not ready to concede anything. They just want you to endure. That is why they are playing all this tribal, religious, all this nonsense. And it is not working. It is not. Majority of them are already finalizing how to leave Nigeria. They are not interested in giving anything back. Okay? The problem is that they've taken so much from you, including you, Abobaku, you. Were to Donibara. Eh? Udonibara kakiri, you turn to find bara. Policy of government destroys some of your businesses. Some of you are struggling. You are struggling. Eh? You have business. You are living like a wretched person. You have a job. You are living like a pauper. Do you not know what policy means? If they pay you 500,000 naira with what these guys are doing there, you will buy a loaf of bread for 10,000 naira very soon. With the way they are going. Policy, ne? That's why they are gaslighting you, doing all of this. And your protest can end terrorism. You know what that can do? Number one, you first go after, they say if you go after the money, if you go after the money, you will eventually know those responsible for terrorism in Nigeria. Go after the defense budget. Go after security vote in each state. Then you will know the sponsor and the financier of terrorism all over Nigeria. Easy. And then you start picking them up. That is what your protest can do. That is why all of them are threatening you. It will affect them. They don't know where it will end. Your protest can actually change Nigeria constitution. It can. Your protest can change it, not amend it. And all of you asking for electoral reform, electoral this, stop jumping the gun. The primary purpose, the primary reason why Nigeria is where Nigeria is, the reason why criminals have always been taking over the reins of power and they have been raping and robbing and killing us is because of that trashy book. Because right there is where they derive all the power, the immunity from all of their criminal activities. Your protest can change that, I swear. I saw one of them complaining on social media. Complaining on Channels television. The way that said he won't accept the government release data on inflation in Nigeria. That guy from Oshun. He was reading the demand of the protesters on TV. I was like, yes. So they have a copy of your demands. He was reading and he said, in their demand, they are asking that we should scrap the Senate. In their demand, they are asking for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Why are they asking to scrap Senate? Why are they specifically asking to release Nnamdi Kanu? Why are you keeping Nnamdi Kanu? You're keeping him as a trophy. This protest will also change that. And it is not just Nnamdi Kanu. There are those who have been in prison longer than Nnamdi Kanu. That Nigeria locked up from 2020 because they exercised their rights to protest. Their courts, your protest can change their courts. You will force all of their corrupt judges. You will see, they will be resigning and say, okay, because you will have to bring them to fall. Your protest will shake the establishment. And if anybody tells you it is just a noise on social media, there are those living in that denial. If you see anybody bragging on social media, if them born you will come out, you go see waiting go happen. If you yeah, Baba, just enjoy the cruise. Okay. The real thing is that they themselves do not know where this is going to turn. Because they have not only been saying and arresting even members of police, members of the Nigeria military, who have expressed their disgust, their displeasure to the way these institutions are being run. Many of them have been locked up for years for this expression. Your protest can change all of that. You can get majority of them arrested. And that is why they are saying it is about violence. They want to burn the country. They want to, no. Nobody is burning the country. Do you understand? If they say you should stop any protest because they received an intel that some people want to hijack it, what do you think is the job of the security agents? Is it not to prevent crime? If a protest is legitimate in a democracy, violent protest is not legitimate, they say. Okay, this guy said it's going to be peaceful, this, peaceful, that. Now, if you have gathered intel that some people want to cause problem, you don't even need too much wahala. I get the names of people who won't cause problem. Okay, the best thing is to start arresting them, right? Yeah, you will arrest Ribadu that gave 16 million naira to Islamic cleric in northern Nigeria to go and perpetuate, what do you call it? An incitement, ethnic incitement, religious incitement. You will arrest him. You arrest all of those clerics that collected the money, right? Then you will now begin to pick up the Ronukus, including the Olori Oloro in Lagos. You pick them up. These are people who have been issuing threats, right? And if you have others who also want to do, as a security agent, your job is to get those people or stop them and protect these people before everything turn proto. Yeah. Everybody they threaten right now. Wike has issued his own threats. Wike said, Abuja is off limits. That you should go and ask of him from River State. They will tell you from Rivers people. You know, they take nonsense. 1st of August, Wike has now scheduled honoring the Abuja traditional rulers. Let's see where go wrong. Wike, in go wrong. And I'm not saying this simply because I want that to be the first thing to be done. No. I want these guys to yarn dust, to see all manner of things. Okay? And our job is to bring what they say to your screen. So you can begin to quote them one by one. So when they begin to run, some of you will be able to kind of block their exit. Some of them are leaving now. They are Nigerian Senate, National Assembly. They have gone on seven weeks recess. Let Tinubu they deal with whatever happened in Nigeria. So they are leaving. Some of your ministers, they are already going on international study, international seminar, international this. Same as your state governors. Your state governors. Some of them have already booked. They are leaving Nigeria to the end of this month. Seyi Makinde just announced he's going on vacation on the 5th of August, the day of rage. So if anybody tells you that this is just noise on social media, if you like, continue to send your voice notes, making up stories, your fear mongering. You know they work again. You have no idea waiting longer they do, Abi, or you want to pretend you don't know. Now the people abroad, now them they incite. Now they want to burn Nigeria. See, make I tell you something. When you know burn Nigeria, wait till they take the money to. When you didn't born Nigeria, what did they use the money, your money for? What did they use it to build for you? What? They're going to threaten you now. It's going to take Nigeria backward. Nigeria don't go backward to the ancient time. Nigeria, where they discuss cows' rights in their National Assembly. Nigeria, where they for years, Nigeria, where they struggle to make laws to protect terrorists, protect them and their cows. In 2024, this protest is going to take Nigeria back. May take them back. Take it back. I have heard a lot of people who are saying that back in the olden days, education was great. Healthcare was perfect. Infrastructure were developing. But what do you have now? Kleptomaniacs everywhere. It will take Nigeria backward. We should know what we are doing. This country, your criminal politicians have taken you back. Back. When malaria still they kill you. 2024, malaria they kill you. You have no drinking water. You have no sewage system. You know the shit for open. Your criminal politicians see they carry money, bury them in a grave, bury money inside GP tank, bury money inside house in 2024. And you are wondering, now protest will take you backward. This protest is going to take Nigeria. Who says that? They are buying private jets. Schools are collapsing. Healthcare collapsed. Now economy gone. But now you, we can't say, make them fix them. Now you go take them backward. And you believe them, do you? You better not. Anyway, thanks for listening to my TED Talk. Let's go take a look at what happened today. Where Tinubu called on the Obas. May them come and help me talk to them. And Honey of Ife was there to lead the pack. Go watch. Right? And what they have to say.
The national pledge. Mr. President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Your Excellency the Vice President, Senator George Akume,
achievements so far and where they're having challenges. This is long away. They were very excited because we are closer to our people and we can bring those feedback back home. Stewardship from the Federal Executive Council directly to the traditional rulers. It has never happened in our nation. Never. This is the first time we're on the we have traditional rulers that have been on the throne for 40, 50 years. Today is the very first time we will be addressed properly by the Federal Executive Council. So there is a proper bridge and close of governance from the governed and the people that are in charge of government. So it's a very beautiful take home for us because we don't lock our palaces. We are more exposed to the people that we actually rule over. So it's a different twist and spin from our president and to use this video on behalf of all traditional rulers to appreciate it. No leader in Nigeria has ever done this. So for us, it's all encompassing. People that are out there to maybe protest, it's their right, civic right. But let them put a face to it. And don't let it be hijacked by people that have ulterior motive. That is our stand. We condemn such acts fully. We traditional rulers are not engaged in people, especially the youth, coming out